Hey guys, welcome to Automate with Rakesh. In this video, we are going to learn how can you create a credential type of asset in your orchestrator in a given folder. First thing first, ensure your UiPath Studio is connected to orchestrator. You can see on my screen it has a green dot which is connected, and then here also I have ensured it is connected to the given folder where I would like to create a credential type of asset. Go to the activities panel and look for Orchestrator HTTP Request, which is part of UiPath.system.activities. Drag and drop it. In this activity, the very first thing we will do, the folder where I would like to create my Orchestrator asset, I'm going to select it. Now let's go to Orchestrator, and beside Orchestrator, I'm going to open Swagger. For that, all you need is copy the link until Orchestrator and paste it in a new tab. Here simply type swagger/index.html. Open this page. On this page, scroll down and go to assets. And here we wanted to create an asset which is a credential type. So this is where you would find all the details. Now keep it as it is. We will open another useful site called postman.uipath.rocks. Once you have opened this page, click on assets and click on assets create. Here you would find OData asset. This is the endpoint. Go to orchestrator, and here in the relative endpoint you need to put double quotes and enter this relative endpoint. Here you do not need the entire orchestrator URL. Reason being, your UiPath Studio is already provisioned to be connected with the required orchestrator in the folder. So it has permission. So ensure you don't have to really put the entire URL of your orchestrator. Simply write OData assets. That's all you need. To create an asset, you have to go for a post method. Post means you would like to send some data like a name of the asset, type of the asset. So you would like to post it or send the data. So here I have to select the method as post. Let's go back to the studio, and here I'm going to select post. Now here the very important thing is the JSON payload. How to design the JSON payload? Let's see it. Go to postman.uipath.rocks and scroll down under the create asset. And here you have the body, how to send the payload. Let me copy this and paste it onto a notepad. Now, first thing first, you have to remove any double quotes that you have in the key. So all the key which is there on the left hand side, I need to remove all the double quotes. And then the values that you would like to create. For example, the test name, the asset name, I would like to keep it as test3. And the value scope will remain global. Value type, this will become credential. Now how do I determine how to enter what kind of a value here? For this, go back to orchestrator and here click on add asset, and here you can see the asset name is donated by the JSON payload name as name is going to create test3 for the asset name when we run the API. Now the type is text. Here you would find multiple different options: text, boolean, integer and credential. And my goal is to create a credential type of asset. So exactly you have to write credential in the JSON payload. So here I am going to replace the text with credential. Done. Now the string value, because we are not sending any string value, we will leave it blank. Okay, and ensure the double quotes around the values that you're providing has to be replaced with a single quote. So let's slowly do it. Once that is done, now the very important thing is when you are creating a credential type of asset, the very important thing is it asks you for a username and password. Now you need to supply these values in the JSON payload itself. That's where the Swagger would help you. In the Swagger, we are in the OData assets, create an asset. Scroll down this one, the parameters, and here there is one of the parameter called credential username. So copy this parameter, go back to your JSON payload, and here I am going to add another parameter below this called credential username colon, and within single quote I'm going to write my value. For example, I'm going to say admin, the username, and ensure prior to that the string value which we had, you need to put a comma here. Done. Now the next value that you need is again from the Swagger credential password. So copy this key, open your notepad, and for the JSON payload here I'm going to add. Before adding, ensure there is a comma that you have given, and then you are adding. Okay, and then here let me put a password. Let's say 12345 6. Okay, so these are the couple of things I have done. Now the next important point is we have to ensure all of this stays in a single line. No indents are allowed. Indents means spaces, right? So it is not allowed. So I'm going to ensure it is maintained in a single line. Just by hitting on delete key, I'll just bring all of them to the top. Okay. Okay, so it has to end with the curly braces. I think by mistake I have deleted it. So finally it would look like this. Do you see? Starting, yeah, here it is. So let me delete it here. So curly braces start, and this is how in a single line you have to write it. Let me expand it slightly a bit. So you can see within a single line it is written. Okay, within a single line. So let me copy this entire payload, go to UiPath Studio, and here within double quotes you need to paste this payload, just to show you in a slightly bigger screen. See, this is how it will finally appear. Do you see? Everything is same as we have created the text asset, just that we are adding credential name and the credential password here. So once this is done, save it, and I'm going to debug this. Okay, so the process started running. Okay, so let's see, there is some kind of an error that is there in our JSON payload. Let's see what is the error. Let's stop this. Let's expand this and closely look if you have missed any commas or quotes. So here you can see I have missed one quote. You see the value has to be given in a quote, so I have missed it here. I think rest of the things looks fine. Let me check it once again. Yeah, everything looks fine, and everything is enclosed with a double quote, so this becomes a string. Now let me run it and see. Okay, so it has been executed. You can see I got a green tick mark. Let's go to the orchestrator. And here I am on the shared folder, and you can see a test3 credential got created with type credential. Let me edit and see the values if they have been entered properly. So you can see admin has come, and again the password will be remain hidden by default. You will not be able to see once it is created. Now let's say you would like to add a description to this credential. That also can be easily done. Go to Swagger, and from here you would find something called description. So here you can see there's a key called description. Copy this key, go back to your maybe directly we can do it here. So let's open this, and at the end you just have to add this key. So whatever the details that you want, all you need to remember is you need to add the right key and then the value that you would like to pass. So here I would like to pass a value saying this is the admin creates for ABC application. Okay, something like that, some description you would like to pass, so you can do it. Now here we are not editing the test3, so I will create another asset called test4 so that it creates a new one. Right, so how to edit I'm going to show you in the next video. So I'm going to hit on save and let's run it again. So the execution has started and you can see it is successfully completed. Let's go back to Orchestrator. So here you can see the test4 got created and there is a description also been added. If I'm going to hit on edit, you can see test4 description and the username and the password is hidden anyways. So entire credential got created using the UiPath Orchestrator HTTP request activity. So thank you guys. In the next video, we are going to see how can you edit an asset which is already created. So let's move on to our next topic.